go! It's the Panther Podcast, brought to you by Plainfield High School. Go Panthers! Give it up for your host, Jacob Byers!
Thanks! Today we'll have on Chris Paisley. We're talking baseball here in the studio, and what his plans are for next year. Then we're going to do the segment Panther Rapid Fire, a little takeoff of PTI on ESPN. Then we're going to do the Panther Prowl, a new segment. We're going to hit the halls. We're going to start talking to you. But now, I would like to introduce no other than my new co-host, Cohen Sharkey.
How's it going?
Me and him will be doing our new segment, the Cohen and Jake Sit Down. We'll get it right now. Now it's the Cohen and Jake Sit Down here on the Panther Podcast with new co-host Cohen Sharkey.
How's it going?
Good. It's good to have you on. We're going to be talking all the sports things that are going on. We could be talking about Yankees, MLB. There's a lot to talk about right now. A lot locally and nationally.
Definitely.
So let's bring it right into it with the Yankees. Both of us are big Yankee fans. We're gonna try and not be a little biased, but we're gonna be. So Yankees hot right now. Didi's putting that team on the map right now, and we thought in the beginning they were not gonna be anything.
Yeah, definitely. They actually just broke their 9-game win streaks, so that kind of sucks. But they're right behind the Red Sox, and it's looking good.
It's really looking good. They're almost 2.5 games out. They really are pushing for that one spot, but they'll get a chance to, if they keep that gap, they can try and take them when they meet on May 8th.
Yeah, definitely. If they can take a couple games out, it'll be looking good.
I would agree. If they can keep it up, they'll do good. And then in that league, there's nothing. You think you have Tampa Bay, Toronto. They both are doing horrible.
Yeah, they're awful. Baltimore is their only competition besides the Red Sox. But, I mean, the Red Sox
hold a strong lead and a strong powerhouse. Well, now we're going to talk about the NHL playoffs. They're live, and the Bruins are in it. The Bruins have been kicking butt. They beat out the Toronto Blue Leafs in the last game series with a 4-2 win series. Well, guys, the Bruins look good. Matchovoy looks good. It's going to be a good series to watch here. Then now let's get over to the NBA playoffs. Celtics are still alive.
Yeah. The Celtics, the Cavs had a really close series. LeBron had to carry hardcore in order to make it to the second round. But, it's a fun playoff so far.
Yeah. Sixers are going to give some problem to the Celtics. Celtics are definitely...
Yeah, I mean, the Celtics took care of business last night against them. 117 or 101, I think was the final score. But, I mean, it's obviously not going to be every game. They're going to come out hot next game.
That's why there's a 7-game series in place, so that every team has a different day. Now we're going to get into a little nationally again. It's going to be MLB. Everybody's talking about it. Dodgers, Mets, everything's pretty much going on.
Yeah, actually, I just found out in recent news that Corey Seager for the Dodgers is going to be out for the remainder of the 2018 season because he's doing Tommy John surgery, so that's pretty unfortunate news. But
that is what could cost them the season. Level injuries like that, because sadly you can only carry 25 on the bench in baseball. Yeah. So once you lose a guy...
That's one of their all-stars, too, and he's a young all-star, and that's just sad news for them.
Exactly. So, it's going to be a thing to watch in the MLB. Also, the Rockies are pretty hot.
Yep. Who else is pretty hot right now? I mean, the Red Sox, they're having a killer season so far. Starting to lose a little bit.
Yeah, they
20-10 record.
They did lose that to that no-hitter in Oakland.
Yep.
It was on one of their last games in the road trip.
Yep.
They get tired after a while, I understand that. But they got to keep it up because JD Martinez has been doing, if he keeps going like he's going, we might have a problem because Judge is going to be contested with JD Martinez.
Yep. Yeah, also, the Phillies are actually doing pretty good right now in this season, which I know is pretty shocking because they've been awful in recent seasons, but Jake Arrieta has been doing really well for them.
I would have never thought you would say that.
Yeah.
The Phillies, of all shot, would be, It's a new one for everything. Now we're going to get a little local. The Panther Invite was on April 21st. Big show out by our hometown girls, the 4x4. Taylor Belzano, Izzy Newberry, and the Carlson twins. They rocked it. They showed off some impressive skills. I talked to them after. We're going to put in an audio clip for you guys. We talked to them after they just won at SMR, coming back from they were in second place for a while, but then Cassie Carlson, who ran the 800, cleaned up business and would not let her pass her. So everyone did good all around the board. There was a lot of hometown victories. Also, I talked to the boys SMR team, who Matt Spate was 200 meters behind the leader going into the final lap. He turns to take the final lap. The kid slips. He doesn't fall, of course, but makes a little stumble. Matt says to me once he saw that he was going to go out and get him. He got him. With a close call in hand, with a FAT timer and camera, they saw Matt Spate lunged a micro inch over him to get first place at the Panther Invite. If that's a story, I don't know what is. Then we're going to talk about baseball. Baseball just snapped their 8-game winning streak yesterday to Griswold. They had a long homestand. They were killing it. They beat out Ellis. They beat, you name a team, they were beating. They were on fire, but they had to end it sometimes, as I always say. The good times can only roll for so long. All the pitchers on the mound did an amazing job. Matt DeRosa, Isaiah Thompson, Chris Paisley, all did an amazing job. We'll talk to Chris a little bit about his baseball career and how it is. And then softball. Softball, we'll talk about till Sid Grimshaw a little bit. Softball's okay. They've had some good games and some bad games. Everything's to be expected. Well, that's going to do it for the Cohen and Jake Sit Down. Now it's the segment everyone knows and loves. It's Panther Rapid Fire. Today I'm with no other than Senior Class Vice President and Second Interclass, Rachel Patterson. Thanks for coming on today.
That is me.
Well, so you're here. We're going to do, this is what always happens. You're going to have 60 seconds to talk about the given topics I provided. The provided topics are NHS, Greece, Student Council, and Natural Helpers, both involved in both, and college and what you're looking at next year. So, NHS, what's the big scoop?
All right, well, for NHS, we're wrapping stuff up at the end of the year. Hours are due by June 1st, so we're still working on community service and everything. And we have Mr. PHS coming up, so that's really fun. We get to see, I'm a senior, so it'll be like guys in my class that are just goofing off and doing a male version of Pima, which is Miss Plainfield. So that should be really fun.
That should be fun because going to college, you're very stressed. Mm-hmm. It will be a nice relaxing. Do you have a date yet when it's going to be? Or that's still up in the air?
I believe it's June 1st.
Okay, that sounds fun. That's a good way to kick off the summer month.
Yep.
Even though we're still here due to
after
snow.
AP testing.
AP, you'll need it. And then you have Greece. Done a lot of promotional videos.
Yes. That is this weekend. I have gotten out 4 videos. Check them out. They're on phstheater.com. And I basically just go, the producers, directors, and then I have one video with the Burger Palace Boys, and then one video with the Pink Ladies, and just about behind-the-scenes stuff, like them getting into character and all that jazz. So I have 4 of those on the website, if you want to check that out. And I'm doing lighting, so I'll be in the tech booth doing the lighting cues during every show.
Well, that's cool to hear. And I like how you give us that inside look to really get because those plays are not easy. It takes a lot of manpower, a lot of practice. Because I know since I've been doing indoor track to now, it has been going on. So you've now reached almost 2 sport seasons for me. That's a long time.
Yeah. It's a lot of little things that are big things, and it's just this whole production, and what you see is only 25% of it. There's so much more to it.
Well, that's good that you give us the inside scoop of what's that other 25% going on back there.
Yeah.
Then you have Student Council, Natural Helpers involved in both, big parts. What's going on?
Well, for Student Council, we're also wrapping up some end-of-the-year stuff. We have a little surprise for Teacher Appreciation, which will be next week. May... I'm going to say 5th through...
5th is a Saturday, 6th.
May 7th.
There you go.
The week of May 7th.
There you go.
They will be unveiling the little thing, which we're actually doing tomorrow. So that should be fun.
That's really cool.
With Natural Helpers, we have a food drive coming up that actually starts today.
Yes.
So.
Go bring in your canned goods. I know I'll be collecting the freshman hallway, so if you see me around, I'm the kid with the red hair and glasses. It's not too hard to find me. I'll be taking up all your food. So that's pretty cool. We're helping out Project Pin with Mr. Kettle and trying to stock it all up for those families in need. Then we have, since you're a senior, college.
Yep, I'm going to UConn next year. I'm very excited, and I will be majoring in business, and in the spring I plan to declare a minor in studio art so that I can focus on film because I have a film concentration, so that should be really fun.
That is really cool because I know with the podcast it requires a lot of editing. So for you to edit, for you to love to edit, that's a gift. Alrighty, well thank you Rachel for coming in.
Thank you.
Get back to class. We're now in the halls asking people the questions you want to hear. Here we go. Hey, Ethan, how's baseball season going?
Oh, baseball season's going great right now. Great record. We're doing good, and go PHS.
Now I gotta go find softball and track. I don't know where I could find them. Hey, Kylie, that's the person I'm looking for. How's softball going? Where do you play?
I play left field.
That's good. Yeah. Anna, perfect timing, looking for track too. How's track going?
It's actually going really well. I'm doing pole vault and I'm sprinting.
That's good. We're now in the library. We gotta be quiet, gotta respect the books. But now, I'm with no other than Michael. So what's going on? What is your new projects in Mr. Jordan?
Oh, just a bunch of other stuff, just big t-shirts.
All right. Well, that's it for the library. We're in the gym hallway, and we gotta interview some golfers. Hey, Luca. I know you guys got to get to a match.
There you go.
Thanks, man. But how's the season going? I know you guys face some tough teams. So what does it look like?
It's going pretty decent. We've won 3 matches and we've only lost to 1.
Well, who'd you lose
Mario,
to?
I forgot who did we lose to, Mario? Who did we lose to?
Griswold.
We lost to Griswold.
Oh well, you can't win them all.
They're the worst.
Hey, good luck.
Thanks for the input.
Library for part 2, and we have Emma Beaver here. So Emma, big question: how many times have you torn your ACL?
3 times.
3 times?
Yep.
Couldn't you make it a lucky 4 for all 4 years?
Probably could if I really want to.
Really want to? Alright, that's it. Thanks.
And there's my base.
Mike's bait. We're down in the hall, and I happened to run into no other than Dawson LaPreece.
How's it going?
So, big man on campus, came in from Ellis. How's baseball going?
Baseball, just baseball. I've been playing it the whole life. Something that, coming into Plainfield, I knew I would definitely want to do. And coming off a 10-game suspension was nothing better. Nothing better in the world.
Well, how you feel going into states since it's going to be one of your first years? It's going to be, literally is going to be your first year with the team.
First year with the team, might be my first year with the team, Plainfield High School. But playing with the guys that I played through the years, Isaiah, Chris, Brendan, Maddie, I've grown up with those guys over the years, and it's just like I fit right in as soon as I came back. There was no learning curve. There was nothing to come back to. It was just straight to playing ball with my best friends again. So, it wasn't really that much of a change.
That's when you know you have a good dynamic.
Exactly.
Thank you, Dawson. Hey guys, that's going to do it from the Hall Walk Extravaganza. Hope you liked it. Now let's
And if you like it, make sure to leave a comment and we'll put it in the next episode.
We'll send it right back. Alrighty, now I'm with no other than the big man on campus, Chris Paisley. Thanks for coming on today, Chris.
No problem. How you doing?
Good. All right. So big season for you. Last season of baseball here at Plainfield. What are your predictions for how the season's gonna go?
Well, coming off of last season, making it to the second round of states, we have most of our team coming back. Probably 7 or 8 senior starters. So I expect big things. Probably later in the playoffs. Hopefully a state ring.
State ring. So St. Joe's did give you a little trouble last year. Is that going to be a problem this year?
Well, if we see them again, we know what we're capable of, and we know what they have. Last year they had a freshman pitcher who was top of the line as a freshman. So, we know they're a competition, but, I trust the team, so we're ready.
Upcoming schedule, how does it play out so far?
Well, we played most of the hardest teams first off, and we managed to come out. Well, it was like 3-3, so it wasn't terrible. But now we got some of the medium teams and stuff, so we should take care of the rest of the schedule. Probably win out, and then hopefully get a good seed in the state playoffs.
All right, since you're a senior, how was your journey to get to be like one of this big name guys on the Plainfield baseball team? Look,
I mean, it started off freshman year. I was one of the only catchers as a freshman, and I've been playing my whole life at catcher, so Chavarius, coach, gave me the opportunity to come and be the bullpen catcher. And then during like garbage time, during some of the games, I went in and caught. So after that, I just kept building, and just like that, I just got a name for myself.
you got a name? All right, good to hear. Then, so now that you're a senior, what are your plans for the future?
Well, I'm attending Salve Virginia University to play basketball. So, and then I'm going to major in accounting.
Well, congrats for you,
Thank you.
math whiz.
Yep.
Oh, God bless, I could never do that. So, conference play, how do you rank with all your other teams in the division?
Right now, I think we're second. We lost to Griswold our first game of the season, but we come back to them Monday, so hopefully we can get the second game and then win out the rest of our division games so that we can win a banner for the gym.
Nice. All right, and then state's potential. It looks really strong right now after this win streak and home stand. How do you feel going into states?
Oh, I feel ready. I mean, we definitely have the playoff experience. All of us have been to at least a late tournament round. Like my sophomore year, we made it to the quarterfinals. Last year, we made it to second round. My freshman year, quarterfinals. So right now, it's just reaching for more. We want semifinals, state championship, and hopefully a ring, win it all, whatever we can do.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, Chris, for coming down today.
No problem. Thank you.
That's going to do it for this episode of the Panther Podcast.
I would like to thank my guest, Senior Class Vice President Rachel Patterson, and Baseball Zone Chris Paisley. This podcast editorial producer is Mr. Jordan. Project supervisors, Mr. Bitgood. Cohen Sharkey is the graphic consultant, intro specialist, sports analyst, and Panther Podcast host. And I'm Jacob Irons, and we're going to be signing off. Go Panthers!